Hello Jim, it's Joe Castillo with LCE Graphics. This is a video test running your project, your 20 signatures. One thing I wanted to mention is because of the thickness of the booklet, when it's folded, we don't have much trim here on the covers. You can see the trim is very close to the edge of that block right there, just very little blue. I think I'm only getting like a 32nd of an inch of trim on the cover, because if I try to trim any more, I'll be trimming a lot more off the inside pages, but it looks like it's going to be okay. But if you can, you might want to move that image in a little bit, or maybe shrink it a hair to give yourself a little bit more room on the ends, on the edges. Anyway, we tried the book press. The book press ran really well, except for, you see the memory there, with the book press they were down like that. It looked really good. However, this cover is not strong enough, and the coating that's on the cover, whatever makes this paper slippery like that, must build up on the cylinder, because as soon as we did the test run, and as soon as we hit like 2 or 3 booklets, it starts ripping the page, starts squirming the pages because it's slipping. The book press is like the cylinder is slipping on the paper. So rather than try to invent the wheel, I just pulled the book press out of the system. So you got the stitch fold and trim, but that's what the booklets look like coming out. As you can see, you have a little bit of memory there, which is understandable because of the number of sheets and the type of paper, all long grain as well. But it doesn't look too bad. I think if you package those in a box, by the time your customer gets it, I think they'll be laying down really well, or you can press them. Or you can try a different cover. If you want to try a little bit stronger cover, I think the book press will work fine. It's just that the cover is very thin and kind of flimsy and tears too easily out of the staples. Anyway, you can see the edge right here of the booklet. Okay? Now we're going to go ahead and run some. Now the UT right now is running at minimum speed. That's as slow as it'll go, and that's still pretty fast. Okay, let's go ahead and set one booklet in there. Now what you do, you just lay it in the conveyor like that, and then the conveyor sets it into the stitcher, and then the folder, and then the trimmer. Alright, let's do another one. In the stitcher, folder, trimmer. Okay, now let's do one and watch it come out the end. Stitch, fold, trim. Of course, in production it'll be running a lot faster than this, but we don't really have a lot of samples to be using, so I'm trying to demo it the best we can without running out of samples. I think I've only got like maybe 10 of your sets left. I don't know how many you sent me, but it was very, very helpful. Without these, we could not have been able to properly test the unit to see if it's going to work properly or any of that. So, I'm very glad you were able to provide them. Alright, go on. The set entering the stitcher, exiting into the folder, into the trimmer. Go ahead. Some people have put taken this little lip off of here and put like a tray in here, like a box on the end that the booklets can fall into. That can also work to extend your conveyor. But this is already the extended conveyor. Works really well. Okay, let's run one more. I think this is the last booklet that we've got. Last set. Fold. Trim. Okay. Now we're going to see the accuracy of the stitch, okay? There's 3 booklets together. I hope you can see that. It looks like it's stitching really accurately. Of course, with what we call a horseshoe fold, you don't get the sharp, crisp fold that you would with 8 or 9 or 10 sheets. But anyway, this completes our video. We'll be putting this on YouTube this afternoon, but we're sending you these samples. You'll have them tomorrow. Many thanks, Jim. Bye now.